What ended up working best for you? Was it LinkedIn, Indeed, networking, events, professional groups, Slack, Discord? There's a million ways to engage. What were the things that you found most useful in your job search?
So in my case, Martin, I found my job through LinkedIn, actually. So like I was telling my story earlier, I was trying to put myself out there and just reaching out to cybersecurity professionals in my area. And that's where my coworker now replied to me and then say, okay, so why are you interested in cybersecurity? So that started the conversation. And that's when he introduced me, okay, so we have this opportunity, apply, and I hope you can really get the job. I think you're a good fit. So we'll see. This is a long interview process, application process, but you will be talking not only to the technical team, but also to the different managers in the company. So like what we said earlier, it's not just about relaying and communicating the technical aspect of cybersecurity, but how you would be able to communicate with other members of the company who are not, as we say, tech savvy. So LinkedIn is a very good way for everybody to meet other people in the cyber community, especially now. There's a lot of remote job opportunities. So not only in your area, but anywhere around the world, actually.
I am actually, if you guys know, I'm actually back into the job market myself. I just got back into it about a week ago. Um, so I would say I'm kind of in a similar boat as you guys, but not as much, because I already have the experience. But I would say my best two tools are LinkedIn to find opportunities, and then looking for them. I like to look for them on Indeed to apply for them, just because I feel like Indeed as just more, just better communication and faster communication.
For me, the most useful thing in the job search has been networking and having personal contacts in who are working in the industry in a professional capacity, um, and staying involved in the industry in some way or another. Like after Evolve, for me, TAing was really helpful. I stayed involved in Hack the Box, Discord channels, and with Evolve, and all of those things helped. And then as time went on, knowing more, like gradually knowing more and more people in the industry also, that also helped a lot. But that said, I think that to whatever extent LinkedIn and other networking platforms have helped me form contacts with people and maintain those contacts, that's all been also very useful to me.
Yeah, I just want to touch upon Ryan's question because this kind of puts it all together. But he's mentioning that he applied to 40 plus jobs, and you haven't landed an interview. Yeah, that was my experience at first. I was definitely going the whole shotgun method, like, oh man, easy apply, yeah, everything, click, 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 click. I want to say I applied to over 200 jobs in the span of like 3 or 4 months. And I only landed 3 interviews, but even then I didn't have the experience to kind of have them take a chance on me. So that was hard. So I had to switch up my approach. That was very disheartening. I had to switch up my approach. So I started utilizing LinkedIn the way Martin was teaching us. I did not do it during the cohort. I'm sorry, Martin. I'm just being honest. This is my experience. I should have though. I should have, because what he was teaching on those Saturdays, every other Saturday, I started implementing later, and I was like, dang, I should have started doing this from the start. I should have had my LinkedIn profile set up and everything. And then I started networking, and then I started engaging with posts on LinkedIn, and that got my name out there. And my company actually found me. Like they reached out to me not for cybersecurity, but for a help desk position, which was great. So I think when it comes to job search, yeah, networking reigns supreme. Yeah.
I love that. Go
I
ahead.
just want to piggyback off of something that Jeremy said there. Oh, a couple things. So one, that doesn't change, right? Like no matter how long you're in your career, throwing out a bunch of resumes oftentimes doesn't get you interviews. I've been doing this for 10 years. I have a good amount of experience. My resume is pretty well built out. If I send out a number of resumes to people, chances are I'm not going to get anybody reaching back out to me. What I found works is, like Jeremy said, even now, I typically send out a resume to somebody, and then I'll go on LinkedIn. I'll find out who the talent person is that's in charge of that. And I'll reach out to them on LinkedIn. Hey, I just applied for this job. Here's the reasons why I think I might be a good fit. Would love to jump on a call with you and kind of discuss a little bit further. Not everybody responds, but I can tell you that my response has increased substantially since doing that. And again, I think keep continuing to do that throughout your career will only increase the callbacks that you get. The other thing that I'll point out is, like Jeremy said, where they called him for an IT help desk job. Not all jobs in security are going to be labeled as security. There are lots of jobs that are entry level, networking engineer, IT help desk. There are a lot of jobs where you can utilize all of the security things that you've learned while getting that general entry level experience, and explaining to them or showing them while you're on that job that you do have an interest in security, you do have a security minded background, et cetera. And then use that entry level job to push into something that's more security related, right? So as you guys are looking for jobs, don't relegate yourself to only things that say, security in it, right? There's a lot of IT jobs out there where security is just baked in naturally because that's the nature of IT. And you might be doing yourself a disservice for overlooking something like an IT help desk job because it doesn't say security, right? And there's lots of opportunities there, like I said, where you can move into something more security focused through one of those paths.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did, Joe. I wasn't above help desk. I wanted that experience. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And when I got there, I didn't even know that they had an MSSP with this company. I just knew that they did printers. So I was like, okay, let's go. I need this job. And there was security in there, and I started networking with them in person. With security, I just started like bumping elbows with the CISO over there, and I just started talking with them like, hey, like how long you been in security for? Like I actually just finished up a boot camp, and we just started talking, and he found out that I was doing Hack the Box and Try Hack Me, and my focus was on penetration testing, and then he plugged me in with the director of security, and we started chatting, and that's how I was able to advance in 6 weeks to that position because of networking, because of just getting out there and talking with people. So when I say networking reigns supreme, that's because it does. Like talk with people. Don't just shotgun method like what I was doing. Like actually get out there and talk with people, engage with other professionals.
I'm glad that we're hitting on the networking piece now. Oh, sorry, Kyle, go ahead.
Sure. I was just going to add that I also had the same experience. Some of the others are saying of shotgunning lots of quick applies and only really ending up with about 3 job interviews in the end. Fortunately, one of which was successful. But what's the other? Oh, Joe was talking about reaching out over LinkedIn to the talent person in addition to sending a resume. And I just wanted to add that another thing that works really well is, if you go to like meetups, or you're part of a Hack the Box Discord channel or something. Like I actually ended up meeting somebody from a company I was interested in there who's just an employee, but I was able to put in a resume and then ask them if they would, recommend me to the talent person. And that ended up getting me an interview that I actually didn't follow up with because the role that was being offered turned out to not be one that I was interested in. But it doesn't even have to be the talent person. Anybody anybody you can make friends with inside a company you're interested in is a huge asset.